Honourable members, we have a quorum. I now invite the Minister for Foreign Affairs to lead us with prayer.
Lord, our Saviour, please bless all our members of Parliament and guide them in making the right decisions for our people and our country. Bless and rejoice for the up-and-coming 50th independent anniversary of our beautiful country, taking in account all the challenges and blessings our country has had over the last 50 years. In our prayers as well, Lord, please pray for the quick and strong recovery of our brother and sister members of Parliament who need our positive thoughts of healing at this time. And Lord, please give the glory and the honour and grace to the people of Papua New Guinea. Through the Lord's Prayer, we pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Power and glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Honourable members, in accordance with Section 175 of the Organic Law on the national and local level government election, I lay on the table the written to the writ, which is Excellency, the Governor General issue on the 8th day of May 2025 for a by-election of a member to serve for the Central Bougainville Open Electorate following the death of the late member, Mr. Simon Demarino, and that by the endorsement on the writ, it was satisfied that Mr. Jimmy Miring Toro was duly elected as the member for Central Bougainville Open Electorate. Admit. Declaration of the loyalty. Honorable member, where there is a space, you will announce your name, your own name, and the rest of your respective after me. I, releasing fully
I, Jimmy Mirinkaro,
realizing fully
realizing fully
the responsibility to which I am committing myself
the responsibilities to which I am committing myself
and the consequences of not living up to this declaration and those responsibility
and the consequences of not living up to this declaration and those responsibilities.
freely and willingly declare my loyalty
Freely and willingly declare my loyalty
to the independent state of Papua New Guinea
to the independent state of Papua New Guinea
and its people,
and its people,
and to the consequences of Papua New Guinea adopted by the Constituent Assembly
and to the Constitution of Papua New Guinea adopted by Constituent Assembly
on 15 August 1975,
on 15 August 1975,
as altered from time to time
as altered from time to time
in accordance with its provision, and promise that I will uphold the Constitution and the law of Papua New Guinea.
in accordance with this provision and promise that I will uphold the Constitution and laws of Papua New Guinea.
Declaration of office. Honorable member, where there is a space, you will announce your own name and the rest, your respect after me. You rest. You repeat after me. I
Jimmy Mirinkaro,
do promise and declare that I will well and truly serve
do promise and declare that I will well truly serve
the independent states of Papua New Guinea
the independent state of Papua New Guinea
and its people in the office of Member of Parliament,
and its people in the office of the Member of the Parliament.
Congratulations, Mr. Jimmy. Welcome to the Parliament House.
Thank you.
Honorable members, I present the order of the National Court of Justice, which set as a court of disputed return EP number 22 of 2022, dated 27 June 2025, in the matter between Mr. Luke Alfred Manasseh and Mr. Don Polio, and the by-election and the Electoral Commissioner, in which the court ordered that the petition is upheld, the election for the first responded as successfully candidate for the candidate open electorate is declared void. The Electoral Commissioner of Papua New Guinea shall conduct a by-election for candidate open electorate. Anga Province forthwith recommended that Henry Apakali is not appointed returning officer in the by-election. The petitioner's 5,000 scrutiny deposit shall be refunded forthwith. The petitioner's cost in the proceeding shall be paid by the first and second respondent in equal share or amount to be taxed on party base. If not agree, time for entry of this order be reached. Clerk, any petitions? Notices? Clerk.
Notice. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration give notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Lands Act 1996 and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration give notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Survey Act, Chapter 95, and for related purposes. 3. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Survey Coordination Act, Chapter 203, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Valuation Act, Chapter 327, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Land Registration Act, Chapter 191, and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to amend the Physical Planning Act 1989 and for related purposes. The Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands and Immigration further gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to provide for the creation of Nazab Land Development Authority to administer the land acquisition under the Land Act 1996 for Nazab land development and for related purposes. The Minister for Community Development, Religion and Youth gives notice that he shall present a bill for an act to provide for the promotion and protection of rights of persons with disabilities and for related purposes.
Honourable members, question time. Question without notice. Governor for Morobe.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, I thank you for the leave you grant to raise 3 questions to the Minister for Works and Supply.
Works and Highways.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, before I ask the serious question, I want to make a short statement. Leh City is providing almost 1 billion to the public purse by way of GST collection. In fact, it's probably the second in this country for providing the amount of GST collected by virtue of the law, GST Act. Mr. Minister, we feel offended, and the Morobe people feels offended. One question first. Leh-Finschhafen Road under the Connect PNG program. You're doing a good job already, or your department. You provided the money by virtue of that program to construct a road from Nawai High School all the way to Finschhafen. And the road is right in the center there. And the contractors who are engaged to construct a new road, they have done a salient job. Unfortunately, Minister, those contractors have withdrawn. They have withdrawn because the government failed to provide the money which they have promised to get the road to Finschhafen. When are you going to provide this money so that contractors can go back and continue to construct a road to Finschhafen? That's the first question. The second question, also under that program, the state provided the money through your department to continue the concrete road from 2nd 7 to Bumayon, then to the junction of Nawai High School and Situm, and then to come back to Bumayon and continue the construction to 10 City Police Station. Now the continuation of the construction has got as far as Bumayon. It hasn't continued on to the junction. When are you going to provide, and the contractor who engaged to do the job also withdrew. People are looking at the road and blaming me for nothing. I'm not at fault. Mr. Minister, when are you going to provide the money so there will be continuation of sealing of the road, concrete road, to the roads that I have mentioned? Number 3 question, Mr. Minister, through the PNG, Connect PNG program, we have begun our continuation of road from Puyu to Kaintiba to Kerema. I understand that they passed Puyu and Kaintiba on its way to Kerema. Now, Prime Minister has made a statement before this Parliament that that road will be connected before we celebrate the country's 50th anniversary. It seems like it's not going to occur. Can you tell this Parliament and the people of Menyame and the people of Kerema and the people of Papua New Guinea that that is going to be a historical road, and that is the road which will connect Papua and New Guinea? Can you tell this Parliament?
Minister for Works and Highways.
Thank you, Governor Plo Morobe. Long all kupla all pertinent all questions Plo all road concerning Morobe province. As a governor, you got to the right to ask him. All the roads below you long, province below you. Through the Connect PNC program, big blah all work na big blah funding Golo Morobe province. Number one, ask him below you law. Lay Finsafen Road. People have been in that program lo this road. Na this road and one blah first missing link. You got two missing link lo Papua New Guinea blah started tawo will telephone me na Finsafen lay. Finsafen lay. So long all contractors lo withdraw. Now working now start now move yet. And by me kiss him update blow this blah walk blow Finsafen. Through long all office plumbing works lo Morobe. Na by me give him update one time. Minister blow mining na member blow Finsafen too. Long number two ask him to you long 27 corner lo Bumayong. Big blow work come up blow this blow road. Na you looking finish Deputy Prime Minister na member blow lay he go pass. Na me use him works na highways law supervise him this blow road. So it is progressing slowly. So by me kiss him all update blow this plot too. Na by me talk savelo you. Also, Deputy Prime Minister na member blow lay na Minister of Law Lands na migration to me push law plenty blow this law roads within law lay city. Let me make a plan to work law help. Also, me plan work si start no Bugandi na companies long this plan 4-lane law Nazar Road. I'm close to me plan finish. Now Prime Minister law 50 years anniversary and by announcing this road. So me plan through law Marabe also government through law works people making people work law Morobe. Number last question do you law this la road law Minyamia come long Kaitipa na come law Bema Kamogata lo Kerama 2 weeks ago finish Sunday mix him chopper fly go law Aseki Junction na bianim this road Kamogata lo Bema na Kamogata Melagapil lo Morobe na Gulf na also display house na Papua New Guinea to transnational highway. Big pla coffee, big pla man meri sleep lo Bema kamosem long Kerema. He got shortcut lo Kaintipa come down lo Maralawa. But me pla put him road to go back and osem lo where all man is stop. Road must go to where the people are. So that there's economic activity, provide people can access to government services and markets. That's asking them about this government. So me plan to blow Abru Simon na katim shortcut na gamlo Mosby. We still have to go through to give the road access to the people. That's why we are punching the road and cross to. They got close to 70 kilometers in virgin forest, no road. And we cut him close to 5 kilometers, but we come up halfway. He got road, no man sleep longer. So we have put in 2 contractors on the road, section by section. So suppose me open him up the Prime Minister he go or Prime Minister no go, at least we have opened that corridor, transnational corridor. And then by way of extending, na straight him good gravel, or something, after 50 years starts in September 16. And from there onwards is 50 years start. So Prime Minister can go even after September, August, October or November, he still can drive when the road is in good condition. People open him up this corridor from Momase Highlands to Southern. And also this road companies law Port Moresby and Alatao Port Moresby has been opened up already. So at least we have started somewhere and we are now opening up the corridor. So I like appeal lo road kamosel morobe road I companies. But we must give him access law online lo gulf too. Lo opening up kerema. So we are working, our team are working right now as we are speaking, they are still on the ground working as well too. So before September 16, I will open him up this corridor. So me like talk thank you long. Kawan ablo morobe long or good questions. Sabla longan pa mix him. All updates na by updating you. Thank you, Deputy Assistant Speaker.
Governor for Wanga.
You, Mr. Assistant Speaker. Question below me, Minister below mining. Minister. Uncle below me must up. Yeah. Question below me, I'm simple. Imi looking mo sa mi start finish Pokora mine. Now imi, as a country, we are starting to benefit thanks to Prime Minister and the team for good job on the negotiation, and now imi start looking kake blong. So state now work kisim tax benefits of me on behalf of the people and the Inga provincial government. Me like ask him, Minister, you hurry up him display walk along CDA, hurry up him so that all line below me can, or people in the provincial government can benefit. Over 1 year now. CDA, complete. I think there is a perception, Minister, through your speaker, that there's some cake to be cut. Now, man will wait, stop. The expectation will build up here. Talking more MRA, hurry up him now. You can sign him this last CDA. Thank you.
Mr. Minister for Mining.
Thank you, Assistant Speaker. I think question sort of a statement question in response to Governor. CDA process and former ministers starting finish. We've come to the conclusion part of the CDA, and the last process happened in consultation with local leaders, including himself as Governor of the province, all Arapla district members. So that's been done. And now, for the CDA go a state solicitor's office will go through, and then I think this week it has come back to us, which we will table before cabinet, and then maybe finishing process. So I apologize for the delay, but all process taken to ensure that everyone was consulted in the process, including new POGA as well, and then you make issues on top of POGA. So some of the initiatives and I thank the police minister also for settling some of the issues in law and order issues into the POGA. So a lot of complicated issues, people put them together, and at the same time consultative process to ensure that when we arrive at the point where we conclude in CDA, everyone was consulted. So the governor is correct, and if there's perception there's something to be cut, I think most of those commercial discussions have happened finished. Now it's just consulting more local leaders, consulting more district members, governor himself, including a lot of ministers who were involved in said law, come in the settling progress. So, Governor, I can assure you and our people of Enga that by this week, once the draft comes from the Office of State Sol and come to me plan, I will waste no time in bringing it to cabinet. So all our good leaders in cabinet can approve, and then we can have the process of concluding and signing off on the CDA. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Abao.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. My questions, without notice, is directed to the Minister for Trade and Investment. Mr. Assistant Speaker, it's in regard to the much publicly pronounced Cocolands Sugar Project. Exactly 14 months ago, particularly on the 23rd of May, 2024, the Prime Minister announced to the country of this important project, which the Minister for Trade and Investment are also co-announced on the same day. There was much hype on the day of the announcement, and in July 2024, last year, 12 months ago, the National Executive Council approved a state negotiating team to negotiate the project. It's been 12 months, Mr. Assistant Speaker, since those important announcements were done on this $421 million project. That's equivalent to 1.6 billion kina. For such an important and big investment, why have the state negotiating team established by cabinet, why have they gone to sleep for 12 months? So my question, Mr. Assistant Speaker, is, can the minister get the S&T team to meet to progress this huge investment in a rural setting? When will the Lands Department progress the land matters, which my customary landowners provided 40,000 hectares of customary land? I've been trying to get in touch with the Secretary for Lands to no avail for the last 12 months. The Deputy Prime Minister, who is the minister responsible, is also aware of it, and the Lands Department has also gone to hibernation. Mr. Speaker, Assistant Speaker, I strongly recommend to the minister responsible to sack the state negotiating team, get a new team in to do their work, because we've been waiting for a foreign direct investment to come to this country under this government. And for an investor to come all the way, and for us in about to provide the land, and the national government responsible has gone to hibernation, it's not acceptable, Mr. Assistant Speaker. So much talk about SEZ, another big workshop is planned for next month, August. Minister has been making big announcements on SEZ, but I haven't seen one being born yet. The egg hasn't hatched yet. Mr. Assistant Speaker, can the minister responsible explain to the people of the country, particularly to my people in Abau who are ready with the land to progress this 1.6 billion kina sugar project? And in the minister's own words, this will allow competition in the sugar space. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker.
Mr. Minister for Trade and Industries.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I'm really happy that the member for Abau is raising this issue the second time on this floor of Parliament. Mr. Deputy Speaker, we cannot progress this project because we simply don't have state land. No investor would invest billions on customary land, as you all know, including the good member. It's very unfortunate when he was Lands Minister, he made no attempt to organize the land. So we have land for investment.
Minister, you have a point of order. Member for Abau, what is your point of order?
Mr. Assistant Speaker, because the minister has no answer to my questions, he's going from Milne Bay to Daru. Just go straight to the question. He should know that as Minister for Lands, I brought in some of the major reforms that current or former lands ministers have ever brought to address the issue of customary land being made available. I brought a major summit on customary land to Leh, and there is a National Land Development Phase 2 that has not yet been developed. So minister has to not affect. I brought major changes, and minister has to answer the question direct. No can beat around the bush. I know when that happens, you don't have an answer.
Mr. Minister.
Deputy Speaker, the issue with the delay for state negotiations is we have nothing to negotiate when we don't have land. The member knows he was tasked to sit down with the Secretary for Lands and get on with getting the surveys done, organize the land so we can have state land. This continues to be the delay. I'm not necessarily blaming the member.
Mr. Minister, you have a point of order. Member for Abba, what is your point of order?
Mr. Assistant Speaker, again, the good minister is misleading Parliament. Cabinet has made a ownership because through a decision to establish a state negotiating team. In that state negotiating team, there are representatives there, including the Secretary for Lands. All the key agencies are part of the state negotiating team. I did my job by allocating 40,000 hectares of customary land. That needs to be processed. I've tried for 12 months, even going through the Deputy Prime Minister's office. Nothing happened. About is not 15 hours flight to New York like some of you fly every 2 months. No, it's only 3 hours away driving. So get that state negotiating team, get a land secretary. I know he's in trouble now, but get them to do their work. Don't come and blame me. I've done my job by securing 40,000 hectares already for the project. Minister, please, Assistant Speaker, just answer the questions. Will you sack the S&T that is sleeping, and now we are blaming each other on the floor of Parliament? Will you get the land secretary to do his job, to go and do a land survey, and then progress it towards whether giving them state lease or no? When the state lease is given on 40,000 hectares, then the S&T can negotiate the project. I can't do that as a member for ABAC. Wake up.
Mr. Minister, you can go straight to your
Deputy Speaker, as I said,
question.
I cannot progress the project without the survey by the Lands Department. That I've spoken to the Secretary, I've sent the good member over, we've done everything. And the truth is the Lands Department hasn't moved. So that's the whole up. It's not the only project that's held up by the Lands Department. Even the rice project at Brown River is being held up by the Lands Department. I've rang the Secretary, talked to them, tried to get him to move. I've written to the Deputy Prime Minister. It's the same problem. The Lands Department is not moving. So I cannot get state negotiating teams to move when the basic fundamental land has to be surveyed, titles given first. So the problem is the Lands Department. I must be very honest here. With due respect to the Deputy Prime Minister, I've written to him numerous occasions on the same issues. We need to get the Lands Department to move. I'm also extremely frustrated. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The member for Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker. I'm member for Wow Warrior. Include Warrior too.
Sorry.
If you leave out Warrior, then my people of Warrior will be really, really worried.
Thank you. Honorable members, sorry for...
Thank you.
Apologize
my question without notice goes to the good Minister of Mining and member for Finsaven from Morobe Province. Before I ask him the question, I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister for appointing a member from Morobe Province to be Mining Minister at this time. Thank you, Prime Minister. Mr. Assistant Speaker, my first question is, I've just returned from a presentation from the Connect PNG program at APEC House. I gave a speech on small-scale mining, impact of small-scale mining in Papua New Guinea, especially in Wau and Bulolo. The small-scale miners want the need and demand that the alluvial mining industry must be localized and it must be indigenous. We are seeing foreign developers coming and extracting the gold and taking them illegally out of this country. So my minister, you from Morobe, and this Wow Bulolo, over the many years, foreigners came and dug up Wow and Bulolo. Now, one is something less than Bunia Mibla Lexim. Me Dibla Rasun Govinis. So can you assure the people of Wow Bulolo that the alluvial mining industry, from mining lease to developer to buying to export, must be completely 100% owned by the people of Papua New Guinea, indigenous people of Papua New Guinea? Can you assure this, the people, the alluvial miners in Wow and Bulolo and all across the country? My number 2 question, if we're gonna remove the developer, foreign developer from this formula, from this scheme, then we need support in this industry. Small-scale mining last year in 2023 generated 260 million kina. And in 2024, it generated over 540 million. And 2025, we expect that it will go up to 700 million, and it is climbing. Can your department or can your ministry look into supporting small-scale mining? Because the bank don't trust us. They cannot give us loan, even though we have mining license. It's not like a business where you will spend about 50,000 to start it up. You need a small-scale mining license, need about 1.5 million to start. Is the government willing to put down the support to small-scale mining industry in this country? That's question number 2. Question number 3, and that is related to Eden Valley MOA review. Minister, we have signed, initialized the MOA review already, and I'm waiting to get the royalties now, and it's coming up to close to end of July now. When will the review be, formalized and given to the people of Wabululu and Wawaria? Thank you, Assistant Speaker.
Mr. Minister for Mining.
Firstly, before I respond to that 3 sets of questions, I'd like to take this time to congratulate the member for Central Bougainville and thank the people of Central Bougainville for electing one of their own. He's not new to politics in this floor, and as leader of our party, I am also honored for him to have chosen us to be associating with us in this floor of Parliament. So on behalf of all the members in our party, I'd like to thank him, and at the same time congratulate him on the people below Central Bougainville, and we look forward to supporting him, and at the same time work with him as we go into this 10th year of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, first question, alluvial mining. Mr. Speaker, through you, I have received a letter from the good Minister for Commerce and Industry. Now, in terms of reserve business, that aspect of the business comes under him. And as diligent as he has written to me a letter for us to bring forward the reserve list, and that includes alluvial mining as well. So I can assure him through this House and through his question that 1 yes, alluvial mining will be recommended as part of the reserve list for us to reserve long-haul people below Papua New Guinea Tasol. Having said that, to give some context, it's not always when we give alluvial mining licenses to foreigners to come and participate in this industry. It's always when people are Papua ground, want to place people like SIM license, and then we partner with foreigners. So that leads to the question, second part of his question. Suppose you to go to the industry and blow Papua New Guinea Tasol, but man lo place bagadine money lo buy machine on ogat, lo clean him na wasim go lo liet. O bagat machine lo digo, oga security lo sim car put him gold inside na karib kam lo salim on ogat. This lamb something will cost him money. So that's, I will work with the Minister for Commerce and Industry, including other portfolio ministers, where we can set him up a scheme, help him all alluvial mining sector, or line blimi go inside. And on that point as well, I want to thank the Deputy Prime Minister for the work he's assisting us in deporting people who are illegally involved in alluvial mining. ECP got plenty alluvial mining work come. Minister and the team has been sending out officers, including Lowau Bololo and other parts of this country. So I think that work will be coordinated by the Deputy Prime Minister, myself, and other district members where you got activity inside long place, so you're looking for some, or you got license, please report to the relevant authorities. Now you can deport him all, Lodisla. And number 2 question, yes, I confirm that if we remove all of the joint venture people who are involved in the industry, it will create a very big gap. And that work will be spearheaded by Commerce and Industry, our program where government can come up, help him all alluvial miners who got valid alluvial mining list, to participate and own that industry. Number 3 question, Eden Valley, yes. May I thank him, Governor Blomier, the province, who I am taking leadership, one time, all department, including member Ahmed, the member of the Bololo, and the other relevant members, member of the Miniama, for giving support for us to initiate the concluding process, for Eden Valley MOA. Now through the department, Blomi, MRA, we will finalize him, we will go, NEC, and then it will come so. Royalty you talk, it will be finalized, and I think it will not be, I'm not a good place, supposed to thank him, Governor. Lo brook him royalty. Some governor more like strong lo royalty, but Governor Blomi and brook him royalty lo over a 4 district. Inside long that part of the area where Eden Valley affect him. Now on that point, Governor Mitok, thank you, lo you look survey, including impact areas, non-impact areas, so some minimum 2 when we start before. Governor under his wisdom pull him come and said law. At least no big law, but leak royalty. Law people lo medium must benefit inside Long Eden Valley. So member, I can assure you, this week or next week I will bring both the CDA for Poga, including the MOA for Eden Valley, including MOA submission law, Octary as well, law cabinet, and then after that you can progress forward. So thank you. May hope me answer him triple question. Thank you.
Member for Bololo, your supplementary.
Thank you, Assistant Speaker. Lo game time lo. People lo Bololo at least Edim Montla talk to lo member lo wow area sorry. Alluvial lem no stop lo 1 + section lo wow taso lem kamo kata tu lo Bololo na sampla tu go sem lo minyama. So emon bla bipla problem ibla gatlo. Kain kan man come inside. So antap lo Talk thank you to join Minister Blomilo Mining, Natok thank you lo. Deputy Prime Minister lo, okay, good work lo. Rosim samplay on money be getting outside. Big work is tapet lo this last side. Question lo mitasolem lo. Inapi mi putim priority lo host districts lo got access lo. Priority lo side lo application lo one me big plan one me exploration license. One time all SMLs. Priority go lo one host districts. Mipla saben lo issues lo backyard lo mipla. Our people don't stop. Now one problem mipla facing. We can see it as another way of filtering unnecessary people of going in and out causing problems. Mr. Assistant Speaker, problem lo mipla lo happen big plan now one me law and order. Nem associated to contact to lo disla. One me or alluvial -2. So question I'm also minap. Good Minister by putting priority go on host districts lo alluvial. Look at access location exploration license or SMLs. So we can fix our own backyard. Of course with the assistance of his department and MRA kind of MRA number 20 authorities or symbol immigration kind of. Thank you.
Mr. Minister.
Minister, Vice Minister Blomi, Loresla, supplementary. One, there is nothing stopping districts, provinces involved in said law, alluvial mining. And in particular, law district Blem, which is most in plenty, even one big law mine, a lot of alluvial licenses are within his district. And me like commend him to law is taking the initiative of registering a business arm to participate. not just be bystander in this alluvial industry, but at the same time participate. We are prioritizing, like all districts apply law, kisim license to mine for themselves and even explore. Kisim exploration license, we will give priority in this case. And I think when Prime Minister and this government said take back PNG, at each of our levels we have to give power back to our people and our districts and provinces. So instead of mining them, I want to assure the member that we will prioritize any DDA who wants to participate in alluvial mining. We will prioritize. Not Lodokimi one side, but they are enabled by the DDA Act to participate in business. So MIPLA at MRA, in the mining department, we will support. And for his electorate, we will prioritize because he also wants to participate in AML and at the same time part of the host law, our Afigo mine. So through you, Mr. Speaker, we will help him in the process as well, and I can assure him that we will come up with something as soon as we can for his application. Thank you.
Mr. Governor for Gulf.
Thank you, Assistant Speaker. Assistant Speaker, ask him blomi no notice igolo Prime Minister. Let me ask him also. Prime Minister, you kisim sidlo Prime Minister. You walk him talk promise. All get a proper ground. But you resolve him all get a legacy issues lo PNG LNG. Today, we look at legacy issues stop yet. Then now, KPHL, the government entity who sati holim shares blow you mean lo PNG LNG. You got problem. Enough, you talk out. The people of Papua New Guinea na talking me, for governance, one time all Papa ground, long 1 PDLs. One and walk, you walk him. He coming up now. To strengthen this last sample legacy issues. Mr. Assistant Speaker, lo Gulf, you may got Papa ground, lo right of way, where pipe is slip lo ground. Sample miss out yet. How by you strengthening this law, Prime Minister? Now to Parliament. You know at Save, public accounts, Koti Pasimem, lo looking accounts, lo KPHL. Enough you talk promise, lo MIPLA. Lo one of actions by you walking. Lo strengthen a council of lo KPHL, where people lo Papua New Guinea is save public monies, subject lo Public Finance Management Act. And by you trauma you come, lo Public Accounts Committee now talk save lo man made lo Papua New Guinea on how money you walk about. For PNG LNG, it come to KPHL, now it come benefit him, Papua New Guinea. Number 3, Mr. Assistant Speaker, on KPHL, or look out him, Croton equity, 4.25%. Now this like equity, underneath, long law, organic law you talk, you must consult. Now, why you and the minister responsible? You know, talk one time provincial government, one time Papa ground, or some organic law you talk out, or some LBBSA you talk out, or some MRDC Act you talk out. Why you play no consulting MIPLA on how you share him this law? Now, let him company below MIPLA, you look out him this law equity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Speaker.
long kisim question long governor long Gulf province me privilege law back and back question blocken it relate long all outstanding legacy issues long PNG LNG as well as the 4.27% equity parcel where Kumul Petroleum in Abrasim long 16.57% share blocken. This why we set up long UBSA agreements since 2008 or 9 thereabouts, and me like to also let me also ask him on the question of how side transparency or looks how along Kumul Petroleum Holdings as a company below state. Pass them through me like I want to prefix or me like give him banish him back and blow me. Want them some lot talk, background talk. Kumul Petroleum is a state-owned enterprise that was set up after the original setup long company only call him Croton, if I am not wrong. So that IPPC or Croton or PNG government at that time I beg a pardon established him Kumul Petroleum lo current national interest lo yumi long oil petroleum sector and gas sector including the PNG LNG asset where you got 16.57% share. Some time go back, time Mikama Prime Minister law 2019, Parliamentary elect Sekim, work long Kumul Petroleum, but court order he talk also Kumul Petroleum and private company. Na emino the quasi state-owned enterprise, the company na ino come underneath lo scrutiny lo public enterprise or government institution or government department. So Parliamentary Public Accounts Committee got right lo sekim this company. But in the interest of transparency, also in light with current allegations of impropriety that has been labeled against the current managing director, and for the need to know what has happened in this place, Mila giving Belisi from governor to all stakeholders of oil and gas in our country, to this parliament and to the industry and all partners of Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, that we will get the company to report on what has taken place in that company, and I will furnish a report to this parliament at the earliest when the report is made available. We will engage independently from the current accountants that run the books of Kumul Petroleum. We will get engaged independent accounting firm as trustee. I think it is within my right as trustee for and on behalf of the people of this country to call for independent audit into Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, so this parliament and our country is informed on the money that is held for and on behalf of people as earnings from state participation in our oil and gas projects. So Lobeke, number 3 question for you. Whilst Public Accounts Committee was stopped from making inquiry into the use of funds in Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, it is within the trustees' right and role, in my view, in my considered view. I stand to be advised by lawyers, but it is in my considered view that a trustee has inherent right for and on behalf of people. And by the way, long clearing talk within long country, me trustee shareholder, because James Marabe owns a company. Time James Marabe loses the work, who said Prime Minister after me, but he come up trustee shareholder to one kind of same. Before Prime Minister, trustee shareholder of Kumul Petroleum. So as current trustee shareholder, when we call him for the board, I'll offer a recommendation to the board, gives him independent auditor from credible audit firms, second book, company, since I set up first, 2014 or 15, come in up tete. Now, plenty talk no good stuff, but Kumul Petroleum too making plenty good work. It's only through a fair assessment by independent audit will we get the fullest picture as to what has happened or what is happening in our state-owned enterprise. In terms of legacy issue, Mr. Assistant Speaker, I think major part of Governor's question relates to the 4.27% equity parcel in PNG LNG's Kumul equity. Milag informed this House as well as the country. Milag also talk sorry along Faipla province. Over 60,000 landowners belong Faipla PNG LNG provinces. Western province, Hela, Southern Highlands, Gulf, and Central. This la 4.27% even or Rasim lo Bell belong Kumul Petroleum as yet. Lo 2014 lo UBSA agreement, the national government then would have given the landowners in the 5 provinces to exercise their right to purchase. There was a purchase price set in 2009 when UBSA was completed, and the purchase price was about, if my memory is not wrong, $240 million per share. That was the price marked in 2008 or 9. That option was to be been exercised in 2014, but on record, to be clear, they were not given the right to exercise this option. Unfortunately, the government that I was part of chose to use that 4.27% parcel for a UBS transaction. It was used to mortgage, and as member of that cabinet, I cannot dive too much into what happened, but it is what it is. The UBS inquiry also unveiled and made findings on some of these matters, but as today, 2025, July 29th, the 4.27% is still attached. It was a gift from the Grand Chief Somare. I was in the boat with the late Governor Iguru, and Grand Chief Somare made that offer and gesture to the people to allow for the gas the gas project agreement to be signed. I say thank you to the 5 provinces, the people for their patience. That 4.27 parcel, equity parcel, the benefit has been used by the inflows that has flown back to Kumul Petroleum. We will do a full assessment as to the total value of that 4.27% fund actually used, including the money used to retire the UBS obligation that national government then secured. So I want to give assurance, hopefully before September 16th or in the 50th year, that 4.27% parcel will be pulled off and to be given to the 5 provinces and the landowners concerned. And I want to say, under a structure, national government will set up a structure that represents the 5 provinces and the landowners. This was a gift from the Somali government to the 5 provinces. We'll set up a fair structure until the provinces and the landowners have a fair representation through the complete landowner structure setup process that DP is facilitating when it is fully dispensed, and the representation from midstream, downstream, and upstream is fully completed. We'll set up a fair structure to make sure they are represented, and the structure does not just become a pass-through, but can also be used as an investment vehicle. 4.27% in PNG LNG is a premium asset at this point in time, and we want to make it stand up strong, sustainable, that goes into time and become another major player in the oil and gas business at the subsidiary level. I want to also, the governor raised the issue on those who are on the pipeline land area, where some issues remain. I want to ask the governor to work with the petroleum minister. These are things that must be tidied, should be tidied, and if it is outstanding, anything within law that is hanging in space, we need to clear. And please send me a copy of those matters pertaining to pipeline landowners that are out of touch in as far as the LNG benefit embrace is concerned. And we could get the Minister for Petroleum to attend to this matter. And just on a passing note, in light of the current sensitivities that surrounds Kumul Petroleum, I want to be transparent. I have given a letter to Sydney Morning Herald to furnish to myself and to the government of Papua New Guinea fullest report on what basis they used to write this report. I've also issued a letter to the chairman and the trusteeship that I appointed, and once the current court case that is in place is retired, the board that is proper will ascertain what has happened at Kumul Petroleum, especially in relation to the allegations of impropriety, and to the current managing director. He is innocent until proven guilty, as everyone is. I've also given a letter asking him to respond to the allegations, to deny or affirm, and indicate to the country what is the story and the real story behind the Sydney Morning Herald publications. Lest we forget, certain newspapers also do make publications like this. We have record of publications that were proven to be untrue, and some have come out victorious in the court of defamation. Whilst the matters are hanging in public space, it is in the interest of our country, the company, the investors, the projects that is coming up, that the managing director do clarify to all of us concerned what is happening. My letter is going to him, or has gone to him, to explain to us, and the due process will take its course. We do not want any taint on our national company that carries our national interests in as far as the petrochemical business and industry is concerned. Thank you, Thomas.
Honorable members, our question time, 45 minutes has left. The Leader of Government Business.
Mr. Speaker, before I move a motion, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the people of Central Bougainville. Thank you for providing full strength of all our mandated leaders. Thank you, Honorable Jimmy Mering Toro. Now you join us, the three Bougainville leaders, in our discussions on the agenda of Bougainville and this 50 years, as today is the first day towards 50 days that we reached September 16. To celebrate our 50 years, may we also voice our agenda of Bougainville. With that, Assistant Speaker, I move that Parliament do now adjourn until tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m.
The question is, did the motion be agreed to? Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, I adjourn the Parliament until tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m.